compared to your sales. The shopping cart takes the order. I have a merchant account. Basically, for people who don't know a merchant account, it gives you the ability to process credit card transactions, and you want to get that. I mean, I got approved, and I was only 18. I didn't have any credit, so if you got credit, you have a merchant's account.
Right.
I mean, if I could afford that, I probably had some discrepancies on my credit. Mom, no, I love you. I love you. But I mean, the fact of the matter is that I got a merchant account at 18, so anyone can get one. That's not a problem. And that allows you, with the right shopping cart and merchant account, you come to my site, I can approve you on the spot. The money is on its way to my account, you know. You're approved, the money's taken out of your account. You're now in my database. That database saves you. And now I have an employee come in, you know, throughout the run of the day, if 40 orders have come in, they export that list, and there's even easier ways. I haven't even got, you know, past how to get a software program to even do that.
Right.
But, you know, one employee takes 15 minutes, they export the list, they send it to my fulfillment house. The fulfillment house prints out all the labels in Microsoft Word, ready to go. What to send them, everything.
So let's pause for a second. So all you do is you go into your, I mean, export list, and some of these words are like, oh, I have to do all this work.
Yeah.
You literally drag your mouse across the list, press copy, open your email account, you know, drop it into an email, send it to your fulfillment house via email, done.
And they,
2 minutes.
2 minutes. They merge it on, and then I have a little daily summary. They give it back to me. They put in the tracking numbers, fax it back to me, and it's a done deal. It's like 30 minutes a day. That's it.
I don't want to take too much time talking about, but we talk a lot about, you know, and you've owned the Insider Secrets course. You have all of our products, but we cover all the stuff, where to get merchant accounts, different ways to get them. So anybody out there listening, there's lots of different ways to get merchant accounts. You can even get them in 24 hours. It's a lot of the stuff's handled automatically. There's software out. This is all automatically for you. It costs you very, very little money. Literally, sometimes only $20, $30 a month to automate your entire process. So you can handle, you know, hundreds of orders in literally, you know, 30 minutes, an hour, a day automatically. So the automation and technology has totally changed the way that we do business, and has given us the power to operate like business, like major corporations, to automate it all. And I should mention here too, I mean, a lot of other, I mean, you're one of our secrets to their success interviewees, but we have, you know, I don't know how many, 50, 100 of them, maybe more than that, other ones. And there's lots of stories of somebody that, you know, everything from the guy that, you know, that started a small business with truck accessories, to the person that's selling soap online, to the person that's not even selling anything and being a super affiliate for somebody else and making commission checks. I mean, there's lots of stories here. This wasn't even possible online. Possible before the internet. But now it's like a no-brainer. People can work from the house and make $100,000 a year.
Oh yeah, and I still read them because they're inspirational to me.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, just seeing the other people out there and what they've done on that secret to success, even though I'm a part of it. I mean, every month when I get that email saying, you know, new stories are available, I'm on it. Because I mean, inspiration is something that you need, whether you're at the top, at the bottom, in the middle. You always need to grow more. And ideas sprout from different examples and different illustrations.
I should probably just take a second. All the viewers here, you probably need to know, you're probably wondering, secrets to their success. What is this? Where is it? Just go to secretstotheirsuccess.com. That's a site where actually Jermaine was interviewed, and a lot of other home-based businesses are making a lot of money. Some making millions of dollars a year, some is making $50,000 or $100,000 a year. There's even some businesses that are only making $20,000 a year just as an extra income while they take care of their kids. So lots of different ranges of people. Some people live in lifestyle businesses, traveling around the world with their kids as they make a couple $100,000 a year. Some people, you know, hardcore business people making millions of dollars. So a lot of different variations, and they teach you from the horse's mouth exactly what they're doing to make money, exactly what they've done that's been profitable, exactly what they've done that hasn't been profitable, what they do again, what they wouldn't do again. All these things are covered right from the horse's mouth, and learning from real examples and modeling after them is so important and very motivational, inspirational. I mean, you're at one of these interviews, and you still read all the interviews. All the new ones.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So go check it out. You'll love it. It's one of my favorite products that we have. Is secretstotheirsuccess.com. It's very motivational. Actually, that brings up a good point. The point is that it's people like you that make secrets to their success. People that initially started watching a video like this, or reading our course, or reading something like that, and actually converting into someone like Jermaine, that is starting on that side of the camera and now ending up on this side of the camera, making it big and living the good life. But you know, you're making up. That's why it's so important that you take action, because you're the people out there that make these successes, that make secrets to success, that you know, have the ability to be able to turn from that side of the camera onto this side of the camera.
Yeah, it seems like just yesterday I was a customer, you know, just trying to get it together so I can get this information, and it's just amazing, you know, what just little things can do. Changes, little changes.
I agree. So with that said, kind of leads into a really great question. That is, what is the most important advice you'd have for, let's say, first let's talk about what's the most important advice you have for someone starting an internet business or want to start one?
I think everything is reducible to this statement: solve a problem. If you can solve a problem or know a problem, be able to identify a problem or a situation and then provide a solution, and then you won't go wrong, starting that way. And then find out, how do you solve their problem and what are your core competencies? Anybody taking business or marketing know about core competencies and things that you stand out versus other people who are solving the problem.
Right.
And then build your sales copy and build your site based on that, solving their problems. You go to sites and they say, we've been in business for 15 years and we excel on service and quality. That's just like the cliche type of things you see.
Right.
But that's feature or that's just them.
Right.
That's biography.
Right.
People want to see a solution to their problem. That's why when you come to my site, you'll get this little pop-up message saying, discover how to play, absolutely any song by ear.
Right.
That's a solution. What's your problem? Well, you want to learn how to play the piano. How specifically? Well, by ear. Well, what's the solution? Discover the strategies, the secrets. Discover the tips to playing piano by ear. I'm solving their solution. Not, I teach piano. I'm 20 years old. Please support me because I'm in college. I need you to buy this book.
So with that said, it makes a really good point. That is, you went and found a market that was starving for something, didn't exist out there at that time, or there wasn't many competitors out there.
Right.
And if there was competitors, you just did a way better job. Because you have a great storyteller, you're really good at what you do, and you found a need for it, so you solved their problem.
Absolutely.
And some people may be interested in gardening, aviation, they may have an interesting in another career they have. At the end of the day, you need to find that passion, find out what that market's been screaming for, and solve that problem.
Absolutely.
Just like you did in your piano business.
Right.
Right, okay, because you love piano.
I love piano.
So what's the most important thing that you would have for advice to someone that, say, has existing internet business they want to improve? They're not making very much money online with their existing website.
It's good that you mentioned that because that's how my success, I follow that format. I wasn't the first person you mentioned, I wasn't the second, but that third person, improvement. And life's about the little things. Just change the little things, like your sales page. If you have a 4-sentence description of your product like I had, it's time to change that. Put a headline up there. Get Corey's stuff because that second chapter talks about headlines and sub-headlines and bullet points and benefits, and then where to put the features. And you even have that copywriting course, too, that I read and applied that to some of my gospel video sales pages. There's so much information out there. And it's just changing the little things. Overnight, I'm telling you, if you're driving traffic to your site right now, and you're experiencing, some sales, with that same amount of traffic, you can literally double your sales, if not triple or quadruple your sales X amount of times with just the changing of little things with the same traffic.
Right.
Now, I would say secondly, is to improve your traffic.
I want to emphasize that.
Right.
So do you ever understand that? You have existing traffic today. You make a change to a sales letter, to an email, to whatever, and within 24 hours, instantaneously, you have double, triple.
Right.
We went from $20 or $30 a day in average amount of sales to $1,000 a day in sales.
Right.
Just by changing your sales copy, one thing.
Right. And the good thing about change is free.
What's the second thing you do?
Well, kind of like what we've been talking about, how to drive targeted traffic to your site, using search engines, pay-per-clicks. In your course, when you talk about Google and when you talk about Overture, and there's some other ones out there too, GoClick and stuff like that. There's tons of search engines where you can get visitors for 1 cent. I'm not even talking about 20 cents. Do not be intimidated. 30 cents, $1, that's for the big boys. You don't have to start off that big. Start off with 1 cent. What's that, 100 visitors for $1? Okay, and if you're converting per 100, even 200 people, $2 to create whatever you're going to make for your sale. That's instantaneous traffic and instantaneous profits.
And you can actually go and bid in these words and have traffic coming tomorrow to your site.
Tomorrow, for as low as 1 cent on various search engines. So I would change that, just to boost traffic. But again, that sales page, you want to make sure you're doing some converting, and then drive the traffic. That's the second step, because if you're converting 1 out of 100, now drive 1,000 people.
Right.
Now you're got 10 sales, 10,000 people. Now you got 100 sales, 100,000 people. Now you got 1,000 sales.
So all the things you're talking about before, you were mentioning everything from pop unders to email to affiliate programs to e-signs,
Right.
all those things and more, use those to start driving traffic.
Yeah, that's traffic generation. And pretty much you've covered all of those. And that's how I learned them, you know, and you kind of got me out there thinking like, wow, these are some of the things to do. And that's why your course was so helpful.
Great.
And I mean, and just being from a customer standpoint, you know, notwithstanding all the things that, you know, I've learned just being out there, just when I got your book, it was a mind opener. It was like, wow, how could I have missed this? You know, it's like, you know, I don't like to say negative comments, but like, what was I, dumb me, you know, wow, follow up, you know, why don't you follow up, Jermaine?
Yeah.
And just learning these things. It's not a matter that they're so complex that, you know, one can't think them up, but it's just the reminding of it,
Right.
you know, or just that putting in your, we talk in church, the putting of that in your spirit, like just learning these new things,
Right.
you know, that really get you off, and one thing will branch off to another. You know, you'll notice your own creative juices at work, you know, just by reading material that's new to you.
Yep. So what does the future hold for hearandplay.com?
Well, the future hopefully holds a lot. You know, I definitely want to follow in your footsteps in the amount of traffic you generate and the amount of sales you generate. We're starting a membership site. We're doing some residual things here. I've learned at this point that we need to find out a way, like you know, you do with many of your services, find out a way to build repeat sales. And so I'm creating a membership section. It's going to be pretty fun. It's going to have online video and online audio, and it's going to be pennies a day. You know, probably $9 to $20 a month. You know, for visitors to come and get access to just a whole wealth of information. And I want to have thousands of members and have a good referral program.
Now, you actually mentioned that you thought that you're only working a couple hours a day, so yeah, you're taking a lot of time off and having a lot of fun, that you're like thinking, wow, I could be doing a lot more than this and building a much bigger company. So, you know, the goal is to probably put a little more time in, build the company up to where you're making more and more money, because now it's great and making tons of money, but you want to make, I'm sure you get the taste of money in your mouth, like, I want more.
Oh yeah, Corey, when I get that first house payment, that mortgage payment, I'll start thinking about, you know, improving myself, you know, just human motivation in general.
You're talking about you're still doing some of the basics. You're not actually getting into some of the advanced stuff yet. You're still doing some of the basic stuff and still making all this money.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea. It's not to say I've done everything. I've just done what I can. You know, some of the things that I've covered, I'm still, you know, being a 20-year-old boy. I have to be, you know, I have to have that balance, you know. So, you know, when I get to the other things, you know, I guess, you know, to put it this way, I'll be a force to be reckoned with, you know, or Hear and Play for that matter.
Well, it's great talking to you, and everybody out there, you know, Jermaine is a great example of a regular person that, you know, is making it big online, made a big success, and I hope it's really inspired you, and just go for it. And Jermaine, thanks so much for being here today.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it.